2 years after splitting from fiancée Linda, Elton's an overnight sensation in America. Now, in a hotel in San Francisco, he has his first physical encounter with a man.
I vaguely remember Elton saying that he'd always been unsure of his sexuality before that, but that now he was totally sure of himself.
In 1971, Elton begins a serious relationship with a young record promoter, John Reed. Reed would soon become Elton's new manager.
Elton gravitates towards the man who knows him and his moods best, John Reed.
They got on fabulously well. They were just ideal for each other. So it was true companionship.
You were my first great love. I was 21, worked at EMI, and I remember this shy young man.
Shy?
Yeah, shy. No.
John Reed rarely allows the limelight to spill onto himself. His main concern is that things should go well.
He knew how to exploit Elton's talent in every way possible. He propelled him into megastardom.
You had a gawky sweetness about you.
First person I ever lived with.
I know. Above Safeway on the Edgware Road.
3 or 4 years shacked up.
Jesus.
You were never so comfortable about coming out, were you?
It's that period in life where it wasn't acceptable to come out, and or no one came out. It was always, not spoken.
Elton and John Reed are close. And they're together on the day when the star makes the third most momentous move of his life.
Elton John was very innocent. I think it was the way he was brought up. I think he was intimidated by lots of different things, even though he was this giant star. The inner part was this teddy bear of extreme shyness and innocence.
Okay. A bit weird.
Is there a problem, Reg?
Just curious.
I didn't know much about drugs. So naive. The band had been smoking dope for years, and I never even knew what a joint was.
Is that... is that what I think it is?
Interesting question.
Naive. Ridiculously naive.
Go on, then.
Up until that point, Elton was completely absorbed in his music. That was what was giving him the high.
I don't know whether it was showing off or look at me, but I figured I'd do a little line.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. God, bloody got his socks off. Oh. Bloody hell, that stings.
I've talked to him a few times. He's very quietly spoken. He's certainly not the flamboyant Rod Stewart. Elton isn't like that. And I guess the cocaine probably brought him out into that, to be more of a Rod Stewart, I guess.
The fallout from one casual decision will make this the third day to rock Elton.
I think that being around the drug part, when it finally became part of his life, he wasn't quite ready for it. There was no blueprint about how somebody who was that shy and innocent was going to handle it.
But it's not just shyness Elton's hiding from.
And amidst the wit and amidst the extreme great humor, which maybe was a facade, there was a melancholy there. There was a sadness that was present.
If I'm depressed, I usually shut myself away for about a day. And if nobody knocks on the door, I get up because I'm furious that nobody's come to see me. The best way to treat me if I'm depressed is to ignore me, because I soon get up and say, well, why the hell is no one coming to see why I'm depressed?
Together with writing partner Bernie Taupin, Elton's beginning to pay the real price of fame.
In '73, on Top of the Pops, he sang Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and it was just a brilliant performance.
This is Bernie talking about his life, and it was both of their lives. If you look at the lyrics, the mood was sad.
It's as if Bernie is yearning for something else other than the stardom and how it's affecting him, how it's taken him away from his roots and all the fuss that was being made.
Bernie's pining for his youth, but Elton wants to forget the old days. Though some songs do rebound to past events, like the 1968 split from Linda.
And someone saved my life tonight, sugar bear.
Someone Saved My Life Tonight was about the breakup. Some of the words were pretty hurtful.
Sitting like a princess perched in her electric chair.
Princess sitting in her electric chair. But that was Bernie, I think. Reg wrote the music, but Bernie wrote the words.
You almost had your hooks in me, didn't you, dear?
You almost had your hooks in me. It's not like I was forcing him to marry me. What is he assuming? That I was hypnotizing Reg to drag him to the altar? You know, it's just so unfair. It really is. That's not how it happened at all.
With 5 consecutive albums simultaneously #1 on both sides of the Atlantic, and an iconic role in the hit movie Tommy, Elton John truly is Captain Fantastic. In the summer of 1975, he hits the road to promote a new album. The tour climaxes in Los Angeles. In 2 days' time, Elton will play one of the biggest stadiums in the world.
The Dodger Stadium gig was the headline of his career.
Nobody had done Dodger Stadium since the Beatles. The Beatles were the last. It was 9 years. It was a huge deal.
But in the run-up to the shows, something happens that changes everything.
Shit. There was an emptiness that was there, a hole that couldn't be filled.
Elton John is just hours away from the 4th critical day of his life.